when you were playing in the NHL was really kind of experimenting with trying to expand their brand and get into different eyeballs and get into different people's faces. And I don't think a lot of people know this, but you were married at the time and had a wife who was part of that experiment where they did I can't even remember, was it the Housewives of the NHL or NHL Wives?
Hockey Wives.
What was that like as a player? Walk me through that.
So when it first, I think I was kind of tricked a little bit. My wife, she was like, "Hey, they want to do like this documentary," and I think she might have just explained it as like I thought it was just kind of a one weekend, like they were going to shoot something, and she was getting pretty big into the TV and modeling up in Quebec, right? So she had a pretty good career going, and so I just kind of thought it was something, you know, for a day or a weekend or something. So they came and shot, and I was like, all right, that wasn't so bad. We're done, right? And she goes, well, yeah, but they're coming back in like 2 weeks. And I'm like, why? She said, well, they come every 2 weeks for like the rest of the year. I was like, what? I'm like, I didn't know about this. I'm like, you didn't tell me that. And so I think I was kind of tricked into it, but it ended up being an okay experience for me. They were pretty respectful. I could kind of choose if I was going to be in it or not. I guess it just depended if I was playing well and the team was winning, I would be in a good mood. If I wasn't playing well, we were losing, I'd say, fuck off. You can do this, shoot yourself, or I'm not going to be around for this one. That was kind of one thing. Actually, I remember Bernier was on the show, and I was shocked because he was having a little rough time in Toronto at the time. I think they lost 10 in a row. And then when the show aired, he was on that episode. And I was like, oh my God, he's still filming while he's going through this? Man, what a strong man to it, because I would be like, get the camera out of my face, right? So yeah, it was definitely. And then I think my girl was kind of a fan favorite, so they kept asking her every year. So I think we were kind of a popular couple. So we were always asked to kind of come back. And yeah, like I said, they were always pretty respectful with us and the filming. And I think some people, my friends and family, had some good experiences with it, and it was fun for people. And I could just pick and choose, right? So I could say, yeah, sure, I'll be in this shoot, or no, I'm going to sit this one out, right? So it was good. It was a good experience.
Well, I'm happy to hear you had a good experience in all of that, because now I kind of feel like that there's less control, and a lot of the wives and girlfriends of these players, where the players don't have as much free space in that realm because the league kind of clamps down on them a little bit more as far as what they can do with social media. It's more of the families that are doing that on their behalf, and there's no boundaries around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. So I think I'm wondering if the league put a shutdown to Hockey Wives, because that was a pretty big show, and it really brought a lot of attention to the NHL. Like, a lot of girls would only know me basically from Hockey Wives. So it brought a lot of attention to. So I'm not sure. I'm sure the NHL's kind of said, yeah, we're not going to do that again. But now the guys definitely have to be careful. That social media is a crazy thing, right? So I think they just kind of let their girls do their thing. Happy wife, happy life. Just, do your thing, and I'll just play hockey. So it's not a terrible thing. And yeah, just I don't know. The NHL you can't control everybody, right? So they just try to guide the guys, because you definitely got to be. It's a different world there now. When we played, it wasn't that bad. So I can't imagine what these guys go through now. I would recommend just stay right off it.
Well, is that the advice that you're talking to your kids about? Is there an education there as well in that realm?
Oh, for sure. Just don't or just don't engage. Just don't engage with people, right? There's a lot of people that they got nothing to lose. They're looking to take you down, right? They're looking to just fire you up. So just don't even engage, would be my recommendation. Have social media, but just keep it try to keep it for positive purposes as much as you can, and as hard as that is.
We do a hockey podcast called Sling the Biscuit every single Sunday. The clips, the bite-sized chunks are right here. Only the hits, the full-length show, which you don't want to miss, is right here. That's Dave. I'm Travis. We'll see you soon.